Hey, what's up ladies and gentlemen, Beaky back once again on August 22nd, 2015 with more video game news. And if you guys are looking for a deal for this weekend on video games, well, Sony has rolled out a brand new PlayStation Network flash sale. The sales on games for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and for the PlayStation Vita. You'll be able to find games and movies all the way to under $8. We're going to be going over some of the titles right now, and just be noted, this sales goes until Monday, August 24 at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which converts over to 12 noon in Eastern Standard Time. Alright guys, so here are some of the cool titles you guys will be able to get this weekend. I'm just going to go over the highlights first, and then let's talk about the actual full list. You're going to be able to get stuff like Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, R.B.I. Baseball 12, Costume Quest 2, and The Walking Dead, The Hangover as Movie Wow, Pacific Rim, Godzilla, Loopers. Those are some of the stuff that are on sale that are the more bigger name stuff, but let's go into detail on the list right now. We're coming in at number 1. Let's talk about Costume Quest 2. That's going to be available for $6 during the sale, which is the original price for this game was $14.99, so that's not bad of a saving right there. We got Aru's Awakening, which costs $3.75 as the sale price from original price of $14.99. Big savings right there. How to Survive Storm Warning Edition is $6 as well from original price of $19.99. But I do want to inform you guys, if you have an Xbox One, this game was free on the Xbox One this month. So if you did pick up an Xbox One, definitely don't pay for it on PS4 as well, you know. Alright guys, moving on to the PSN 4. Once again, we got LA Cops for $6. Original price for that was $14.99. Mercenary Kings drops down from $20 all the way to $7.80. Murder Soul Suspect for the PlayStation 4 is $7.80. It drops down from $29.99. And if you guys wanted a game to definitely at least give you an interesting story, I would actually say pick up Murder Soul Suspect for $7.80. It is an interesting game, guys. I played through it. I think it's actually a pretty good game to check out. It's not the best game ever, but for $7, it's not a bad game to pick up at all. Alright, let's move it on. Outlast Quest, a bundle of terror. This one is for the PlayStation 4. Again, this one's only $7.83 from an original price of $28.99. And moving on to R.B.I. Baseball 15, which drops down to $7.80 from the $20 original price, PlayStation 4. Again, Rogue Legacy for $6.80 from $16.99, PlayStation 4. Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment, $7.80 from the original price of $29.99. This is one of those games that I still haven't checked out a video of, but because the game is $7 now, I'm going to look up a YouTube video and see what this Sherlock game is all about, because I am a fan of the Sherlock TV shows and the whole entire thing behind Sherlock for a long time since I was a kid. So I'm willing to go check out this game. Actually got some good ratings, and if it did, I might pick up Sherlock Holmes. Out of all the games I've talked about so far, that's the one I'm currently interested in checking out and see if it's going to be worth that $7. Moving on to Sports Friends for the PlayStation 4, $6 from the original price of $15. The Jackbox Party Pack is $7.75 from an original price of $24.99. So if you need a party game for your PlayStation 4, there you go. Lego the Movie video game. That one drops down from $20 to $7.80. That's a good one for the kids. I know all my nieces and nephews, they love the Lego games. Onwards and Forwards, The Walking Dead Season 2 for an amazingly good price of $6.25. If you guys have not played these Walking Dead Telltale games, $6.25 for the second season is not a bad price whatsoever. And the funny thing is that if you want to get the complete first season, the first season as well is $6.25. So you basically could spend $13, no, not, I was going to say $13, but $12.50 and get you guys a complete first and second season of The Walking Dead Telltale's game. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. And Wolf Among Us from Telltale's as well is $6.25. So Telltale's has some pretty good prices right there for some games if you guys didn't pick it up. Like I said, I like The Walking Dead and I like Wolf Among Us. I think I even like the Wolf Among Us better than I like the second season of Walking Dead, because damn, I really enjoyed The Wolf Among Us more than I ever thought I really could. So I can't wait and hope that they actually do a sequel to that one. Transistor is $5, and that one comes down from $20. Transistor is a game that I actually own, and I still have never played it, which is a bad thing because I own a bunch of PlayStation Network games that I just have never played. Alright, Vector Unit Racing Bundle. This one is $6, comes down from $14.99. Wanderer is $7.75 from $24.99. Don't do it. Do not buy Wanderer. I'm going to save yourself this trouble. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Alright, moving onwards. Worms Battlegrounds is $7.75 from original price of $24.99. You got Sam and Max the Devil's Playhouse for the PlayStation 3 now, guys. We're going to go over some PlayStation 3 games. This one is going to cost you $5 from original price of $19.99. And we got Aru's Waken Again, which is $3.75. Alien Rage, which is $3 on the sale price. We got Akara Hearts 3 Love Max. That sounds like a Japanese role-playing game with a very cute girl on the box cover with hearts around her. I don't know if I'm right, but because it says Hearts 3 Love Max, I'm gonna have to assume that's what that game is. I'm gonna have to assume. Anyways, let's keep on going. Battle Fantasia is $2 on the PlayStation 3 sale price. We got Costume Quest 2, once again, is $6 on the PlayStation 3. We got Dead Island Fantasy Pack, which is $7.80. We got Dead Island Riptide Complete Edition, which is $7.80. And Dead Island look, I'll say this, guy. Riptide is not a bad Dead Island game. I definitely do suggest you guys checking it out. It's worth playing through. It's definitely worth playing through if you want something to play with some friends. Dead Rising 2 off the record is $7.80. Dragon Age 2 is $7.80. Enemy Fort is $7.60. Farming Simulator is $7.80. Fight Night Champion, $7.80. Fight Night, man, I haven't played a Fight Night game in so long. That actually caught me by surprise. Fight Night, EA, bring back the Fight Night boxing games. Those shit used to be classics. I remember the Fight Night games were the games that I used to look at and say, like, man, graphics are looking great. I guess times has changed, guys. Time has changed. Alright, Magnus, M-A-G-U-S, is $2 now. Midnight Club Los Angeles Complete Edition is $5. Murder Soul Suspect, which I already said you guys should play that game, is $7.80. Necro Terra is $2. One Piece Pirate Warriors 2 is $7.80. If you're a One Piece fan, I'm definitely going to suggest you buy that because you get One Piece Pirate Warriors 1 for $7.80. Why would you buy the first game over the second game? I don't know, but sometimes you never know. Maybe the first game is a better game. I missed out on playing the One Piece game, so I'm not too sure. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section below. Painkiller Hell and Damnation is $7.80. If you want a crazy game, pick that up. Resident Evil 4, $7.80. Even if it was still the original price of $20, I would still tell you play Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is a game that every gamer should at least watch a YouTube video of or play. Like, I definitely think you should know what happens in that game. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Resident Evil 5 Golden Edition, I could say you could skip Resident Evil 5 unless you're going to be playing with a friend, because playing with the co-op with just the AI could be a little bit of hassle. Resident Evil 6, I will say, even for $7.84, it's playable, but guys, Leon's story is the only real story, guys. I did not even finish any of the stories. I think Resident Evil 6 is like one of the best Resident Evil games if you only play Leon's story, but once you mix everybody else's story into it, I'm like, oh my god, they just went off the wall freaking. It gets as crazy as the freaking movies do it. I mean, isn't it crazy that the Resident Evil movies are crazier than the video games? How did that ever actually happen? How did Capcom like manage? Like, you would think the movies would be more realistic and more down to earth, but the movies are just some batshit crazy stuff happens in them damn movies. Just personally, my opinion as a Resident Evil fan for a long time. Rogue Legacy hits up at $6.80 as a sale price. We got Sam & Max Beyond Time and Space, a full season for $5. Sherlock Holmes once again for $7.80. Sports Friends once again for $6. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 for $7.80. I played this game and I enjoyed this Force Unleashed franchise. I really do wish they would keep making these Star Wars type games with the Force Unleashed character, Star Star Killer. Only thing I'm gonna say though, I never did finish Force Awakens Unleashed 2, so I am kind of interested in at least seeing the end of that game, because I don't know how it actually finished out, but I actually always thought it was actually a pretty cool idea to make a character in the Star Wars universe that just nobody kind of knew about from the movies in sense, and he was like super powerful. I just thought it was kind of cool. Just a cool little different take on Star Wars. All right, there. We got Terraria full game unlock. It's $6. The Lego the Movie video game once again for $7. And moving on, let's talk about The Walking Dead. Like I said before, they have everything here, but it's even cheaper on the PlayStation 3 side of thing. If you buy it on the PlayStation 3 instead of buying it for the PlayStation 4, you could get it at a good discount. It's $3.75. And because these games are not the most graphically intense game ever, I would say if you're an owner of the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4, and you still haven't played Walking Dead and still very interested in picking these up at some point, because the new Walking Dead TV show is about to premiere, I would say actually buy this on the PlayStation 3 and not buy it on the PlayStation 4, just because of the fact that the graphics is not what you're going to be playing this game for. It's more going to be the story, and it's still going to look pretty damn good on the PlayStation 3 side of things, even for a game like The Wolf Among Us, which I said already looks good. But I still think buying it on the last generation console, which is still going to at least be at 720p, maybe even 1080p of those games, it's still going to look perfectly fine, because these games look pretty good even when you play it on iOS or Android devices. So I would say save the money, buy it on the last generation console instead of buying it for $7 on the current generation. Tony Hawk Pro Skater, HD, $6. A game that I was very interested in playing, but I actually passed on it. But I am very excited to play the new Tony Hawk game. I am very much planning to play that game when it comes out. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to be a buy or rent. It definitely do recommend it. Plays out depending on what the game actually gets in reviews, because there's been a lot of bad Tony Hawk games, and I just can't go out there and buy a brand new Tony Hawk game without reviews and actually watching people play through the games first of all. Just my own opinion, guys. And alright guys, BlazBlue Continuum Shift extended its PlayStation Vita. This one comes out at $5.85. We got Rogue Legacy PlayStation Vita, Lego the Movie. It's $7.80. Sorry, Rogue Legacy is $6.80. I didn't say the price on that one. We got Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Impact. That one is $7.75. Blazing Souls. That one is $4. That's PlayStation Vita and PlayStation P. Oh, sorry, and I forgot to say PlayStation Portable games as well, because the Naruto game is actually for the PlayStation Portable, not for the PlayStation Vita. There hasn't been a PlayStation Vita Naruto game that I could think of. I might be wrong about that, guys, and I'm sure you guys will correct me if I am. I just don't know of any of them, because I would have probably bought it, because I usually like the Naruto games, and I would have probably picked it up on the go. I'm actually really disappointed that the Naruto games actually get delayed to next year. Alright guys, let's talk about the rest of the Vita games. We got Monster Hunter Freedom United, which once again is a PlayStation Portable game and a PlayStation Vita game for $5 now. Star Wars Battlefront Elite Squadron, which is a PlayStation Portable game, but you can play it on your PSN Vita as well. Full list will be in the description, but that's all the major titles right there, guys. That was a full list of the PlayStation 4 titles as well. That's a pretty lot of games on deal, and I mean, some of them go from $20 all the way down to like $3. So I think Sony did a good job on this sale this week, guys. Let me know if you guys are planning on picking up any of the games here. I know some people are going to complain like there's no big AAA titles, really, many of them in this mix. But like I said, if you want a AAA game that I think is worth picking up, that's both available on the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 4, I think Murder Soul Suspect for $7 is not a bad price to pick up and play that game for. Be here with the Untitled Game Show. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Peace out.